Today's review is the Kovot 12-piece slice and dice. So I'm just going to harp a little bit because I worked in food and my husband's had foodborne illnesses before. Make sure you clean your counter, wash your hands, and if you've never worked it with food, the trick is to soak your hands up vigorously and sing either ABCs or I think it's Happy Birthday twice, but I do ABCs while I'm washing, and when you hit the end of the song, that's when you rinse. So, and that's how you prevent foodborne illnesses. Anyway, well, one way. So, it comes with an instruction booklet and all these pieces. I like to just play with it. I don't read instructions. Anyway, so the thing I was excited about with this product is I've had something similar before, but it didn't have a container. So stuff would just fall out wherever and slide wherever. This kind of gives you the ability to have leverage as well as a place to keep all your parts. The product I had before this was actually older. It didn't have any kind of container for all your parts. I like how everything fits in here nice and neat. So that's really cool. You can cut apples into quarters or more. You can grate. You can dice, slice. Not so sure what that part is. Nice prevention for not grating your hands. Granted, I don't need another peeler, but hey, I think it's great that it came with one. One of the things I always recommend when you open a new product before using it is to wash it off. So I'm going to go do that right now and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm just back for a brief moment. I did actually look in the instructions just briefly because I figured, if you're going to do a review, people want to know if it's dishwasher safe. Well, it said it is, so I just popped it in the dishwasher. So I went ahead and cut up 2 onions. I'm going to dice one and slice one. And the cool thing about onions is you could take your whole 3 pounds or whatever amount you buy, slice them, dice them, and stick them in the freezer and they'll keep. Onions is one of the few vegetables that freezes really well. And then you just have them when you need it and pop it out. It does also state in the instructions, which I normally don't read, that to make sure you clean it before you use it. So I've popped it in the dishwasher. That'll be a little while, so when they're done, we'll be back. Okay, so my dishes are done. I didn't wait for it to fully dry, but as you can see, no warping, discoloration, at least not after the first run. The blade I'm going to use is, and it's easy to assemble. You just put the top on, this just slides right in, comes off and on easy. Use this to cover up the side you're going to use. I'm actually going to use the smaller end, so I'm going to move the cover to this side, flip it this way, and see how easy this is to do. So it is difficult to push it through, but you are getting pieces. Maybe if I had cut it in half, might be because the outer edge is a little tough. problem. And then just push to make sure it went through. For the most part, it's gone through. So the tougher outer part of your onion is always a little more difficult anyway, so I'll just probably dice those up on my own. The blades tend to be sharp, so it is a little bit more difficult. That's not it. That's not it either. Thought there was another tool, but I guess I'm wrong. So you'll either just need to take a knife, and I'm using a Kershaw. If I'm not using my Kershaw, I'm using Cutco. Those are the two sharpest knives I recommend. So this basically didn't dice. It says it dices, but I mean, dice means it needs to horizontally too, and I don't see that it does this. But it still saves you a lot of time. Oops. So I'll have to clean that off. Anyway, so it was a little difficult to use, but maybe when I dice, slice, it'll be easier. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off. And the little rubber stoppers make it so it doesn't move. So, I mean, that's a plus to it too. And it could be difficult for me to do because I'm kind of doing this far away, so that hopefully I'm still in the camera. So we're doing this in my kitchen, and I'm a one-person show. So we just go with the flow here. Alrighty, so next piece we're gonna try is the slicer. And it has a little piece that needs to be removed. Take that off. So we've got our onion. Since that one first layer was tough to do with the last one, I might just go ahead and take it off this time. There is this little handle-like piece, and if you can see, it's got little spikes to hold it and slide it. I'm actually gonna turn this around. I hope that's a little easier. This might be difficult because it's kind of far away, but slicing is really easy. It does pull a little bit, but since you have something to kind of hold on to, so, I mean, that was really, really easy. So, I mean, it's awesome for slicing, a bit difficult for dicing, but you can do this with garlic, so you can mince up all your garlic. I have a tendency to buy whole cloves, and it's a pain in the butt to peel them and use them, and so I only get so many at a time, but garlic can be frozen easy. Another thing is I like to drink, I've been trying to drink more water. So if you've seen my video with a fruit infuser bottle, I've added lime. I have added cucumber. Well, one of my tricks is I'll zest the lime using this zester I got from Mixology. So I'll zest it, save the zest for future use, which can also be frozen, or if you've got a dehydrator, you can dry it out and store it in a container for later. And then you can use the slicer to slice it real nice and uniformly. And then you can also freeze your citrus if you're going to just slice it up for drinks or whatever, because it doesn't matter. You can just put it in your drink frozen and just use it from there. So all in all, even though it was a little difficult for the dicing, I really liked this. So I'm going to go finish what I was doing and prep all my onions and my, my lime because I'm thirsty. Until next time. Thanks. Oh, and I forgot to add, I did receive this item for free for my unbiased review. I do really like the item. I think this is one of the best cutting type items like this I've ever had. And I believe this is actually my third similar item. I have a different one that hand cranked that my sister-in-law gave me. So all in all, I'm actually rather impressed with this product. So if you've got one similar, let me know and put your comments in below. Link to purchase this item is in the description. Thank you, and this time for real. Till next time.